What's up, everyone? Pasay Butter here. We are now on this seventh. Is that right? Yeah, this is the seventh game for today, February 10, 2023. And this is the matchup between Minnesota Timberwolves and Memphis Grizzlies. That'll be at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And that's going to be 9 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. And by the way, the spread that is given is -7, and that's actually given towards the home team, the Memphis Grizzlies. And before we proceed, let's check on the standings and the rankings of both teams, both belonging to the Western Conference. Memphis Grizzlies, they are number 2 in the West with a record of 33 wins and 21 losses, going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are at number 8 in the West with a record of 30 wins and 28 losses. Okay, Memphis Grizzlies, they would have the home court advantage on this. In terms of fatigue, well, both teams were able to rest last night, so we can just skip that part. In terms of momentum, both teams are also coming off wins approaching this game, so maybe we can go ahead and take a look at their forms. For Minnesota Timberwolves, they have won 6 out of their last 10. That's actually sweet. For Memphis Grizzlies, they have just won 2 out of their last 10. If you could remember, Memphis Grizzlies had this long slump, and thank God they have actually put a slump on that particular slump that they've had. Put a halt rather on that slump that they had. So we'll see if Memphis Grizzlies can actually proceed with another win, or maybe they would go back to another loss. So let's take a look at the availability and the health of both teams. Hold on. Okay, all right. So for Memphis Grizzlies, Steven Adams is still out, while Luke Kennard is actually listed as questionable. As we all know, Luke Kennard is actually coming off that trade from Los Angeles Clippers, so we will see if we will be available for this particular game or not. Now, for Minnesota Timberwolves, I see 5 players listed down here. Let's start with those who are confirmed out. Hey, you know what? There's just one, and that's Karl Anthony Towns. And then the rest, they're listed as questionable. So, Rudy Gobert, Kyle Anderson, they are both listed questionable. And we have Mike Conley and Nick Walker, both listed as questionable. And we all know they came from that trade that they had when they gave away D'Angelo Russell. Honestly, I didn't like that, but I kind of understand what they're trying to do in here. But again, if I would be asked, I would rather stick with D'Angelo Russell. In terms of availability and health, we got to give it to Memphis Grizzlies, as again there are just a couple of players listed down here. Memphis Grizzlies finally they're back into the winning column. But then again, there's a question mark right there. Well, would they be able to establish another win or go back to back, or will it be Minnesota Timberwolves getting another win? Because if you take a look at the forms, man, Minnesota Timberwolves they have been more consistent as compared to Memphis Grizzlies. And the thing is that Memphis Grizzlies, it's not like they're banged up. You know, they got maybe a couple of players out or so, but they're actually healthy. But for some reason, the Memphis Grizzlies can't find a way to actually grab the W and win it up, put it back home. But again, approaching this win, Memphis Grizzlies, they're coming off a win, so we will see what we would have right there. Thank God the spread is actually a bit big. It's -7. Now, with that said, I'm going to side with Minnesota Timberwolves because, again, I ain't that sure yet with Memphis Grizzlies whether they would actually take home the W, and if so, as to how convincing that win would be. So, considering how good Minnesota Timberwolves have been, considering how efficient their starting 5 has been, I'm going to take Minnesota Timberwolves and take that +7. I think that's a bit safe, and I'm not even going to be surprised if Minnesota Timberwolves would win this one outright. But then again, I want to be safe, so I'm going to pick Minnesota +7. Again, that's Wolves +7. Peace out, Pasay love, and God bless.